What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel in another episode of MT2 Talks. This will be episode number 3, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about the SEC officiating, and more specifically, how my favorite team, yes, I am biased, how my favorite team is being robbed every week, every time we go up against one of these big brands in the SEC. The SEC officiating, the SEC, this goes to the heads of the SEC. This goes all the way up to Greg Stanky, whatever his last name is, Greg Stanky. It goes all the way up to him. Because how do you let this happen twice? Twice. And I'm gonna talk about, I've been a lifelong Auburn fan, obviously, since birth. All right, so I've witnessed good Auburn teams. I've witnessed bad Auburn teams. I've witnessed in between, right? I've seen the Saban dynasty. I'm watching the Kirby dynasty. I've seen it all at this point, right? And I've seen this same scenario that took place with Auburn and Georgia happened, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember the exact year, but Tennessee, I think Joe Milton was their quarterback. They were not favored to beat Alabama, right? But in this game, they're about to go up 20 points on a scoreless Alabama team, and then the flags start flying, son. Flag, 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 flag. They basically put Bama back into the game, and then Bama wins. All right, so I've seen this happen before. You can look it up. All of the fucking Tennessee-Alabama games are in full form on YouTube. It's not hard to go look up and find the exact game I'm talking about. All right, it was a Joe Milton game, I believe. But anyways, I digress. What I'm getting to is Auburn, despite being sacked however many times, 12 times, 9 times, 10 times against Oklahoma, we lost by 1 score. That 1 score was either determined or taken away by the officials. Let me explain. We got a strip fumble return for a touchdown early in the game. That's a 7-point swing for Auburn. Right? We have all the momentum in the world, but no, the officials take it away from us. And then they proceed to go on down, later in the game, they proceed to go down the field and let Oklahoma run a sneak play where they run a dude off pretending to sub him off the field, but that's against the rules. But the officials knew that they had planned it. Allegedly, they knew that it was planned. And they still allowed Oklahoma to run this illegal play, which now, when you look at the score, despite how bad Auburn played, because Auburn is not a great football team. I am admitting that now. These are kids. And that's another thing we need to stop fucking doing. All right? These are kids playing. These are not grown men. These are kids, 17 to 21. Some of them are grown. Some of them get to play till they're 24. And that's egregious, by the way. But it is what it is. All right? These are still kids. All right? These are still kids, and the officials are out here ruining them, or taking momentum from kids, ruining their efforts, man, and it's just not cool. It's not cool. And when you look at that game, specifically that game, the Oklahoma game, it was determined by 1 score. Either way, the refs determined the winner. They chose the winner. It was basically like you're playing college football 26 and the refs went over there, or Greg Stanky went over there and said, we're going to force win Oklahoma. That's what fucking happened. And then they issue an apology. Oh, we're sorry, Auburn. We're sorry that we fucked you on national television. So now, 2 weeks later, A&M beat our ass. Good game, A&M. Good fucking game, Reed. A&M. Y'all beat us legit. Move on. Georgia. Deep South's oldest rivalry. You think we'd get somewhat of a fair game, so we're beating the shit out of them. We're beating Georgia's ass. Should have been 17-0, but then they overturn the ball because he fumbles on the plane, but he still crosses the line. He still gets the ball across before the ball comes out, but they rule it a fumble to give Georgia the ball. Georgia has no timeouts. And this is the worst part. Georgia has no timeouts. And then they fucking give Georgia 30 minutes from the 2-minute warning till halftime. 30 minutes. They basically flag Auburn for being Auburn. up and down the field, put Kirby Smart in position to get a field goal, and that's how he ended it. It was 10-3 at half, and it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. The officials, the guy from Tuscaloosa that does the Remax, fucking Williams, whatever the fucking head official is, fuck you. You know what you did. And the Kirby Smart pretending the timeout, man. The SEC, you don't owe Auburn an apology. You owe Auburn money. You owe Auburn fans so much, man. And you know what? The SEC, until otherwise, it's rigged, man. I believe it's rigged. I believe it's rigged. I've seen the evidence that it's rigged. I've pointed out the evidence that it's rigged. And then you got the fake timeout shit from Kirby Smart, man. I don't want to hear it. But have a great day. This was more of a rant. I'm gonna get out of y'all's way. Peace.